UFC Fight Night, Bautista versus Oliveira. Here's my experience.
I see my haters proud of me now. When I'm around, it's all smiles. I took over my whole town.
Alright, to kick this thing off, I'll give this card a solid 6.5 out of 10. It was not the most exciting card of all time. I mean, there was only 4 finishes on the entire card. But with that being said, here's my thoughts on the prelims. But there is 2 prelim fights that I want to talk about. That Jakob Buklak's finish in the final second of the fight. Absolutely beautiful. He had a really good performance in that fight also. In the second prelim fight I want to talk about is the former Ultimate Fighter winner, Daniil Donachenko. That man put on an absolute show against a very tough vet in Alex Morono, and I cannot wait to see what Donachenko gets in his next time out. Opening up the main card, we had Dustin Jacoby taking on Julius Juicebox Walker. And in this fight, Dustin Jacoby showed that there's levels to the UFC MMA game. And this man just put it on Julius Walker. And kind of like Walker kind of gassed out towards the second round. And Dustin Jacoby just kept coming, throwing powerful shots, and just kept connecting. And Julius Walker just couldn't hold up to the shots that he was taking. But this fight was a very, very good fight for Dustin Jacoby as he goes on to a 3-fight win streak, 3-fight finishing streak at that. And he called for his next fight to be on the UFC White House. Does he get that call? I do not think so. The UFC White House, from what I've seen, is probably going to have 6 to 7 fights on it. And I don't think Dustin Jacoby being ranked number 14 in the light heavyweight division is going to make that cut. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know. Following that fight, we have Farid Basharat taking on Yan Mozomoto. And in this fight, it's just like Yan Mozomoto is one of those fighters to where his stand-up skills are not elite. They're not very good, but he is willing to walk through the fire and get punched very, very hard to try to land one. And Yan Mozomoto lost a split decision, but it was a really, really fun fight. And Farid Basharat is able to continue staying undefeated, and he improves his record to 15 wins and 0 losses in this decision win. In the fight of the night, we have Michelle Oleksiejczuk taking on Marc-Andre Barriault. And this fight is one of those fights to where you throw it on and you see 2 guys going in there, slugging it out, thumping it out, and just duking it out. Those guys was in there throwing hell and high elbows every single time. They was just in there throwing, exchanging punches, exchanging elbows, exchanging knees, exchanging kicks. And this fight was one of those fights to where Marc-Andre Barriault, I thought he was going to get ran out of the octagon, but something clicked in that second round. I want to say around midway through the second round, maybe around the 4-minute mark. He got hit. He shook his head and said, you know what? I can throw bombs back too. And that's when the fight really started. But this was a really fun fight. And Michelle Oleksiejczuk is back on the winning track. Following that fight, we probably have the most deplorable division in the UFC heavyweight division. And we have Rizvan Kuniev taking on Yoel Almeida. And in this fight, Yoel Almeida, what are we doing? What are we doing? This man could take Rizvan down, and on defeat, he didn't have anything for Rizvan on defeat, like at all. Yoel Almeida was in trouble. He was in trouble getting pieced up on the feet by Rizvan Kuniev. And once that man didn't fall over like a fat heavyweight usually does when Yoel Almeida just spears him, it was a tough time for him all around. And Rizvan Kuniev jumps up to number 6 in the heavyweight division. Very well deserved. Who do you guys want to see him fight next? And Yoel Almeida has said that he is probably going to move back down to the light heavyweight division. And I think that'd be good for him. Probably need to join the boxing class too. In the co-main event of the night, we have Kyoji Horiguchi taking on Amir Albazi. And this man, Kyoji Horiguchi, is showing that his over 40 fights in MMA is not just a number. It is showing that he is levels and bounds, leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. This man just looked like he pitched a complete shutout over Amir Albazi. I don't think Amir Albazi had Kyoji Horiguchi hurt at all in this fight. And Kyoji Horiguchi is looking like he has set himself up for a #1 contenders fight his next time out. And I cannot wait to see who gets it, because the 125-pound weight division right now is absolutely loaded. And I cannot wait to see what it shapes out. In the main event of the night, we have Mario Bautista taking on Vinicius Lockdog Oliveira. And in this fight, Mario Bautista, you got me back. You got me back. I'm not gonna lie. After that Jose Aldo performance you had a couple of years ago, I was like, well, how in the world is this man a top 10 bantamweight in the world? And I'm not gonna lie, you showed me exactly why. With the absolutely beautiful chain wrestling on the ground to lead to the rear naked choke over Vinicius Oliveira. Beautiful performance from Mario Bautista. And I know Vinicius Oliveira said I was hurt. I don't care. I'm really tired of people saying I was hurt after very bad performances or after losses in general. It's a very tiresome. But what do you guys think about this? Mario Bautista moves up to number 7 in the bantamweight rankings right now, and I think he is shaping up for another top 5 fighter in his next time out. But what do you guys think about this? What did you guys think about this fight night? What was your big surprise of the night? What was your biggest, okay, that was good, of the night? Let me know down below in the comments. Like always, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Be good people. Peace.